All right, expanding logarithms. So remember, we're going to have 1, 2, 3 items. We're going to write log 3 times. Log 3 of 5 plus log 3 of x plus log 3 of y. All right? Now here, we're going to have one item here. We're going to have a second item, but since it's on the bottom, we're going to be subtracting. So we're going to write log 7 twice. So log 7 of x squared, that's going to move here, next step, minus log 7 of y. Now, if you feel comfortable with it and you can just move right to here, 2 log 7 of x minus log 7 of y, that's fine. It's up to you, whatever you're most comfortable with. All right, so here we're going to write two things. Then we have log, we're going to write log 8 twice. And if you're comfortable, you can move that 2 right now. So for here, for example, knowing that it's going to be log 8 of 2 plus log 8 of y, and we move the 2 and 3 in front, you can do that first if you want. 2 times log 8 of x plus 3 times log 8 of y. Log 8 doesn't change. So here we're going to have 1, 2, 3 items. This is going to be subtracted. This is going to move out in front of the y, the 5. So I have log 2 of 4, and we'll come back to that one, plus 5 log 2 of y minus log 2 of x. And technically, this can be simplified because 2 to what power is 4? 2. So this is actually just a constant, 2 plus 5 log 2 of y minus log 2 of x. Okay? Always simplify when you can. Right? Again, this is going to be distributed front. So we're going to have 3 log 6 of x minus, because the x plus 4 is on the bottom, log 6, and make sure you put this in parentheses, very important, x plus 4. On this one, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 items with that 5 moving out in front. And 4 to the 4 is going to be a special situation. So we have log 4 of 4 plus log 4 of x. Now, you're going to subtract each of these. They're both going to be minus because they're both in the bottom. So log 4 of 3 minus, put the 5 out in front, log 4 of y. And the only thing that's going to be simplified is this. 4 to what power is 4? Well, that's 1. So we end up with 1 plus log 4 of x minus log 4 of 3 minus 5 log 4 of y. Right? On number 7, 1, 2, 3 terms. The 8 and the z are both going to be subtracted, and the 2 is going to come out in front of the z. So, to start, log 2 of x minus log 2 of 8, and that's one of these special circumstances, because 2 to the 3rd power is 8. That's going to become 3. Minus log 2 of z, and don't forget to move this 2 out in front. So what do we have? We have log 2 of x minus just 3 minus 2 log 2 of z. All right. Now this one we have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. The 7 is going to come out in front of the x. All right. And the x square root of x is really just x to the 1/2. So we're going to rewrite it and move the 1/2 to the front. So we're going to have 4 terms here. We're going to have log 8 of 8. That's one of those special circumstances. That's just 1. Plus 1/2 log 8 of x minus log 8 of 5 minus, the 7 is going to move to the front, log 8 of x. And then we just copy this down. 1 plus 1/2 log 8 of x minus log 8 of 5 minus 7 log 8 of x. So we write this log 8 4 times for each of the items. Now we're going the opposite way. Okay, we're going to condense. We're only going to write log 3 one time. We're only going to write log on this one once. We're going to write log 3 once. We're going to write log 2 once. Log 4 once. Log once. Log 5 once. Log 3 once. Now, anytime you see a minus sign, like right here, you know you're going to have a fraction. And that, whatever follows the minus is going to be on the bottom. Okay? Remember, anytime you have a number in front, that's going to become the exponent. So what we have here is the 8x squared. Okay? Again, that moves there. We're going to have this. This moves there. On the top, we're going to have y to the 4th power. And on the bottom, we're going to have the 3 right here and the x squared. Again, we have subtraction, so we have a fraction. This is going to become the exponent, x squared. This is going to become the exponent, y to the 1/2. Or it could be written like log 3 x squared square root of y. Right? Now notice, we only have one thing being subtracted. That means this and this go on the top. The 5 becomes the exponent, so we have x to the 5th. The 3 becomes the exponent, y to the 3rd. And this right here is going to go on the bottom. But remember, 2 to what power is 8? That's 3. 2 to the 3rd power is 8. All right? We have a subtraction, so we have a fraction bar. X goes on top. This becomes the exponent, y to the 7th. This becomes the exponent, and it goes on the bottom, z squared. 14, no fraction, no subtraction. So it's just everything right in a row. So we have a 9, we have an x, and a y. But the y has an exponent. So it's 9x, y to the 4th. Now remember, when we don't have a base number, it's 10. We just don't have to write it. Right? Again, here, become the exponent. That's going to become the exponent. And there's no fraction because there's no subtraction. So we have y to the 4th times x plus 3 to the 9th power. And since there's so much going on, just kind of bracket that off. Now, this one's kind of tricky because we need to distribute this negative. So this is going to become minus, and when we distribute here, this is going to become plus, which means we're only going to have one thing on the bottom, and that's going to be that y squared. And then the x 4th is there, and the z to the 8th goes up here. All right, same concept, except we have some keys here. That's 7, that's 11, and that's 13. Now, we're just going to operate with those. So again, remember, multiplication expands to plus. So we're going to write it first log x of y plus log x of z. Well, log x of y is 7. Log x of z is 11. That makes this 18. Number 18, again, a fraction means subtraction. So this means log x of v minus log x of z. We don't set up a fraction. When we convert and expand, it's a subtraction problem. So log x of v is 13. Log x of z is 11. 13 minus 11 is 2. Okay, first we're going to rewrite this. Log x of z, this 3 comes out in front. So it means 3 times whatever log x of z is, which is 11. So that gives us 33. Number 20, we're going to expand. Log x of v plus log x of z minus, now that 2 is going to come in front, log x of y. So that's going to be 13 plus 11 minus 2 times 7, which ends up being 10. All right? So here we have log x of v plus log x of y plus, remember the 5 is going to come out in front, log x of z. So that's going to be 13 plus 7 plus 5 times 11, which works out to be 75. And last one, remember the 2 is going to come out in front. So 2 log x of v minus log x of y minus, the 5 is going to come in front, log x of z. So we have 2 times 13 minus 7 minus 5 times 11, and that gives us negative 36, and we're done.